All right, now introducing our ASB class president, Ariana Castillo.
Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the presentation of the colors by the Porterville Military Academy Cadet Corps, and remain standing for the Pledge of Allegiance and the signing of our national anthem. Singing of our national anthem by the Granite Hills Senior Choir. Ladies and gentlemen, with respect to our flag, please refrain from talking during the presentation. Thank you. Please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. Salute, pledge. I pledge allegiance to you, United States of America, and the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Senior choir, please take your positions for the national anthem.
Thank you, senior choir students. Ladies and gentlemen, please remain standing until the Porterville Military Academy Cadet Corps has marched back to their location and has been dismissed. Class of 2022, please be seated. Good evening and welcome to the Granite Hills High School 2022 commencement ceremony. I would like to begin this evening with the introductions of the stage panel. Donna Berry, Board Vice President. Tom Velasquez, Board Trustee. Juan Figueroa Jr., Board Trustee. Dr. Nate Nelson, Superintendent. And Dr. Martha Stemke, Assistant Superintendent. Today, we celebrate the accomplishments of 269 young adults as they transition from high school students to high school graduates. They have persisted through incredible obstacles and have completed their high school experience victoriously. Parents, you have much to be proud of. Your hard work has paid off as you see your child across this stage. Padres, tienen mucho de que estar orgullosos. Su gran trabajo ha sido merecido al mirar a su hijo o hija caminar hacia el escenario. Parents, thank you for entrusting the lives and education of your children to Granite Hills High School. This is an honor that we staff take very seriously. Padres, gracias por confiarnos la vida y la educación de su hijo y hija a la escuela secundaria de Granite Hills. Este es un gran honor que nosotros como personal tomamos muy seriamente. Seniors, class of 2022, all I can say is wow. You've made it and so much more. 4 years ago, you stepped onto this campus and experienced Granite Hills traditions and walked the same hallways thousands had before you. Your first day was filled with butterflies. Your energy was exuded throughout the campus. A year and a half passed, and life was good. Suddenly, you experienced an abrupt change. Your lives were shocked and filled with confusion. A silence loomed for many, especially on the empty Granite Hills campus. Then the silence turned to hope, to empathy, to innovation. You experienced a reemergence as your energy once again flooded our campus. Your resilience kept you focused on the light at the end of the tunnel. Athletic events resumed with restrictions. Then, with less restrictions, gyms and fields were used. Varsity boys soccer brought home a Valley title, a tremendous feat. Rallies, celebrations, and awards dinners, an unforgettable senior prom, and many more events brought back a sense of normalcy. And now, you are all ready for the reemergence. You are equipped to take on any challenge the world can put before you. Some adults will tell you that high school years are the best years of your life. Don't believe them. It gets better, so much better. Your experience uniquely positions you to accomplish anything that you choose to do. And what you believe is in direct alignment with how you live. Believe in yourselves. Believe that you are our future. Then make our future better. Live out your lives the best that you can. And remember this. You get 100 years on this earth if you're lucky. Make the most of them one day at a time. Glance in the mirror every now and then to look back at your journey, but keep a fierce focus on the road ahead. Don't fixate on your accomplishments or your setbacks, as you must remain focused on the journey. Never settle for good enough, because we should always pursue better. It has been an honor and a privilege to serve you. Because of you and your example, new traditions will live on here at Granite Hills High School for years to come. You have personally made me very proud to be your principal. You will be missed. Good luck, and thank you. As these students entered the stadium today, many are wearing hardware and honor stoles worn around their necks, and some of these students may be struggling to keep their heads up because of the weight of their accomplishments and achievements. At this time, I am honored to recognize students who have earned special recognition for various accomplishments. Students, when I mention each award, please stand to be recognized. Computer Operations and Development Education, or CODE Pathway Completers, please rise. Thank you. Academy of Careers in Education, or ACE Pathway completers, please rise. Thank you. Law, Justice, and Ethics, or LJE Pathway completers, please rise. Thank you. AVID completers, please rise. Thank you. Future Farmers of America State Degree recipient. We only have one this year. Would Juliana Pimentel please rise? Thank you, Juliana. College and Career Indicator, or CCI completers, please rise. Thank you. A through G completers, please rise. Thank you. Perfect attendance in high school. We have two students, Andrea Cortez and Arlene Gill. Please rise. Thank you. State Seal of Biliteracy recipients. Please rise. Thank you. Golden State Seal Merit Diplomas. Please rise. Thank you. California Scholarship Federation, or CSF, Life members, please rise. Thank you. 4.0 and above grade point average, please rise. Thank you. And last but not least, valedictorians. Sophia Grace Biagio, Daniela Ortiz Mendez, and Yadira Hernandez Reeves. Please rise. Thank you. The honor of valedictorian holds many requirements. Students must earn no less than a 4.0 in all non-weighted courses, no less than a B in weighted coursework, must be CSF seal bearers, meet A through G requirements, pass the state test with an exceed standard score in English and math, and qualify for the Golden State Seal Merit Diploma. Valedictorians, please come to the stage when I call your name so that you may each deliver your valedictory address. I'll begin with Sophia Biagio.
Sorry about that feedback. Okay. Good evening, parents, faculty, and most importantly, graduates that stand before me today. It is with great pleasure that I have the opportunity to address the Granite Hills senior class of 2022 as valedictorian. I feel deeply humbled to have gone through these past 4 years alongside some of the most resilient and incredible peers. I would like to preface my words today by thanking our administration as well as our school board members that are present. Your continued support and advocacy for students in our community is commendable. For a long time, I ruminated over what I want to emphasize in the time I have to address you all. But the thought that I kept going back to was the fighting spirit that lives in every single one of you. It has been said many times, but nonetheless, our high school journey was unlike anything our predecessors have ever experienced. We sheltered in place and learned vital information behind a screen as we watched the world around us fall apart. Solitude became a necessity, and from that solitude, we were faced with a rare opportunity for introspection. Personally, I attribute most of the change that we've all experienced to this period of isolation. We were once naive freshmen with a primitive understanding of how it worked, and now we emerge as adults, fully prepared to face a new chapter of our lives. High school was truly a metamorphic time. But rather than only fixate on how we have all changed, I find it more necessary to touch on the traits in all of us that have persisted. If there is anything that I want you all to remember, is this: you are fighters. Your tenacity and strong will is glaringly obvious and should be celebrated. When I faced times where I lacked the will to keep going, my strength came from my classmates that never once backed down. I feel inspired by our sports programs, who excelled in spite of COVID restrictions, our campus clubs, who continued to help our community during a shelter-in-place mandate, our associated student body, who found ways to bring joy to our campus, and our AP and dual enrollment students, who continued to prepare for grueling end-of-the-year exams. No matter what role you may have played in the microcosm that we call Granite Hills, it was deeply valued. An important distinction to be made about students on our campus is that we are more than just an assortment of accolades. Not only does our school boast an abundance of intelligent and well-rounded students, but these same students contribute to the wonderful culture that resides in these halls. For example, my AP Physics class secretly conspired to plan a party on my 18th birthday, complete with a cake, courtesy of Miss Lombardi. I don't believe I've ever admitted this, but this gesture brought me to tears as soon as I got home that day. I had no idea anyone would remember my birthday, let alone celebrate it. Granite Hills students consistently make others feel cherished. This gesture is a testament to the pure hearts that Granite Hills students possess. Another subset of Granite Hills that deserves acknowledgement is our amazing faculty. You too work tirelessly to cultivate a positive learning environment behind the screen. When I reflect on the things that kept me afloat during remote learning, my mind wanders to memories of AP US History meetings with Mrs. Navarro, as well as academic decathlon discussions with Mr. DiLiberto. Many of my favorite memories this year were from time spent in Miss Lombardi's classroom, where I learned countless science concepts and tutored others. Her room at lunch is the epitome of controlled chaos, filled to the brim with students who are studying or laughing uncontrollably, sometimes both. Regardless of the subject matter, it is educators like all of you that make school worthwhile. It has grown increasingly clear that the compassion and diligence of teachers is part of the reason why Granite Hills students are so special. To my fellow graduates, I have no doubt that no matter what your future entails, you will touch the lives of those who have the privilege of surrounding you. Today, our paths converge, but today is not one that is shrouded in sadness. Instead, I challenge you to celebrate how much you have grown, as well as the traits that withstood the test of time. When you inevitably face adversity in your future endeavors, remember all that you have endured during these past 4 years. You are awe-inspiring and unrelenting. It is with certainty that I say this: nothing is insurmountable for the Granite Hills class of 2022. Be proud of how much you have achieved. I wish you all the best of luck and will forever cherish your contributions to my roller coaster of a high school experience. Thank you.
Our next valedictorian, Daniela Ortiz.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to this special day. I want to thank everybody for being here today. I wrote a poem for my English class that, in my opinion, was not very great, but the more I looked at it, the more I realized it really summed everything up. And it goes a little like this. I hear the laughter of my friends in the distance. I wonder what the future holds for me. I am happy, yet I question life and its existence. I see the world and the sky pass me by. I feel content, yet anxious. I know we will be leaving and saying goodbye. Graduation nears. I pretend to know it all, and failure is never an option. Yet, seeing the finish line scares me. Graduation nears. I worry about being the best version of myself. Now the poem is at its end, and graduation is here. The poem is silly, and I wrote it in less than 5 minutes. But it was writing this poem that everything hit me. All the memories and the realizations came flooding in. Today is the day that we have waited years for, but dreaded at the same time. People People say that this is the finish line, but I think we have finally made it to the starting line. This is the beginning of an era. We will embrace the good and the bad and take it with us on whatever journey the universe planned for us. High school was definitely unforgettable, and I could stand up here and tell you guys that they were the most amazing years of our lives, but I would be lying if I did. These past 4 years hit us like a roller coaster. Life threw many obstacles at us, one after another. And then came the biggest one of all, the pandemic. COVID tried to clip our wings, but was unsuccessful. And if COVID couldn't, nothing else can. We are the class of 2022. We are the future, and the world should fear us. We are coming in strong and ready for anything. We didn't get the full high school experience, but that didn't stop us from sitting here today, and that didn't stop us from making the most of these last few years. Sitting here before me are the most talented and amazing group of people. Like many of you, I am who I am because of the people in my life and because of my hard work, and I want to thank those people for them. Thank you to my teachers, because you have taught more than just math, science, math, history. You taught me to dream. Thank you for those who have stuck with me since elementary school and decided to give the shy new girl a chance. And to those who stuck with me in high school and made these last 4 years the most amazing and unforgettable years of my life. I love you guys. Thank you for being the reason that I get up every day. Now I want to thank my family, so I will be switching to Spanish for them. Quiero empezar dando las gracias a mis abuelos. Mi abuela está en México y no pudo estar aquí. Y mi abuelo, que en paz descanse, soñaba con celebrar con nosotros este día. Y era un sueño verme en este escenario. Aunque sé que no está allí sentado con mi familia, sé que está aquí parado junto a mí y que está orgulloso de todo lo que he hecho. Y a él le quiero decir, lo logré, abuelo. También quiero darle las gracias a mi familia por su apoyo. A mi hermana, a mi hermano, a mi hermana Rebeca, por apoyarme en lo bueno, lo malo y en todas mis locuras. Finalmente, quiero darle las gracias a mis padres. Ustedes llegaron aquí sin nada y han luchado para darnos todo. Todos los días se levantan a las 5 de la mañana para trabajar y darnos una vida mejor. Y eso no es en vano. Este diploma y este día especial no es solo mío, es de ustedes también. Mis logros son sus logros. Y quiero que sepan que ustedes me pintaron las alas y planeo usarlas para llegar aún más lejos. Esto no es el final, es el comienzo. Like I told my parents, this is not the end. It's only the beginning. We have overcome a lot these past few years. Being a first-generation graduate and the oldest child, I almost struck out multiple times. I suffered from imposter syndrome throughout high school, and even when I was supposed to be standing here representing you guys, I thought that I didn't belong here and that there were more deserving people. But titles don't matter. It's not about a fancy title. It's not about who has the highest GPA. It's about learning and growing. It doesn't matter where you are and where you come from. Every single one of us deserves to be here. To end this speech, I want to leave you with a quote from President Abraham Lincoln. Quote, "In the end, it is not the years in your life that count. It is the life in your years." End quote. It is not about how many years of high school we have lived, but about how we have lived them. All those games in elementary school, all the extra recess time, all the early wake-ups for field trips, promoting from middle school, entering high school, and now leaving and saying goodbye. All these events remain only fading memories, but something that will never fade is our spirit and our determination. Now we leave ready to face the world. This is not the end, and you are in charge of what happens next. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is a wrap on the most chaotic and interesting years of our lives. Class of 2022, we did it.
Valedictorian Yadira Hernandez.
Familia, amigos, la Facultad de Granite Hills y compañeros de la clase de 2022. Mi nombre es Yadira Hernández y hoy estoy aquí presente como una de las 3 alumnas que sacó un promedio más alto de la clase de 2022. Primero, lo más importante, yo quisiera tomar este momento para reconocer a nuestros maestros que se han dedicado a cumplir las metas de todos los estudiantes de la clase de 2022. Los maestros nos han dado la valentía y toda la confianza para salir adelante en el futuro. También esta tarde les quiero dar las gracias a mis padres, familiares, al entrenador de fútbol, el señor Domínguez, y a la familia Aparicio. Estas personas siempre me han dado el apoyo y el valor para cumplir mis metas. Quiero tomar un momento para hablarles de mi guía ejemplar. Una guía ejemplar es una persona que siempre está en las buenas y en las malas. También es una persona que quiere lo mejor para ti. Para mí, esa persona es Esmeralda. ¿Recuerdas hace 5 años cuando me gradué del 8º grado? Tuvimos una conversación que yo iba a dar una presentación cuando me gradué de la preparatoria. Ahora estoy aquí para dar las gracias por ser mi inspiración. Me has dado muchas enseñanzas ejemplares que nunca me diera por vencida en los momentos difíciles. Gracias por siempre llevarme a la iglesia y ayudarme a acercarme a Dios. También me llevabas a las prácticas de fútbol para mejorar. Sin esas prácticas nunca fuera rompido los 2 récords escolares. 37 goles en una temporada y 63 en total. Lo más importante es que has construido un camino ejemplar para nuestros hermanos y yo. Espero que te des cuenta que eres la persona que más admiro en este mundo. Muchísimas gracias por todo, hermana. Clase de 2022. Sin el apoyo de nuestros padres y familiares, este logro nunca se hubiera hecho realidad. Todos hemos trabajado duro durante estos años para cumplir nuestras metas. Esto no fue nada fácil. Pasamos 1 año y medio en videollamada de Zoom mirando las pantallas de la computadora, que a veces nos hacían sentir que nunca iba a terminar el año escolar. Valió la pena para estar aquí con ustedes en este momento tan importante. Finalmente ha llegado el momento de estar aquí con nuestros seres queridos, de cumplir el sueño de graduarnos de la preparatoria de Granite Hills. No importa el camino que sigas, nunca es tarde para construir un camino de éxito para otros. Apoya y conviértete en una guía ejemplar, así como lo hizo mi hermana. Muchísimas gracias. Family, friends, faculty, and fellow classmates of class of 2022. My name is Yadira Hernandez, and today I stand before you as one of your 3 valedictorians. First, and perhaps more importantly, I would like to take this opportunity to acknowledge our wonderful staff, members who have dedicated time to the fulfillment of every student's goals. They give students the courage to step out of their shells and become confident young adults. I would also like to give a special thank you to my parents, family, Coach Dominguez, and the Aparicio family for believing in me and giving me the courage to accomplish my goals. I want to take a moment to tell you guys about my guidepost. A guidepost is a person who is always there for you, someone who always finds the answers to your questions, a person who leads as an example and tries to make you better than they are. To Esmeralda, my oldest sister, my guidepost. I want you to remember when I told you I would be standing here one day giving this speech. If perhaps you forgot, it was 4 years ago at my 8th grade promotion. I am not here to remind you of how jealous you were that day, but instead I want to thank you for being my guidepost. You have taught me how to overcome personal obstacles and how giving up will never be an option. Thank you for taking the time out of your busy day to giving me rides to the soccer practices that helped me break 2 school records. For taking me to church every Sunday morning and helping me grow my faith in God,
and most importantly, for building the path for not only mine, but for our siblings' success. I am not here I hope that you realize the person I most look up to is you. So thank you for being a guidepost for everything. Class of 2022, without the support of our parents and families, would have never been possible. You all have worked hard for your own goals these past few years. It was by no means easy. We spent a year and a half of our high school careers staring at screens, which sometimes made us feel like we would never reach the finish line. But the struggle only made this moment sweeter. A lot was taken from us, but the day we've all been waiting for is finally here. We get to have our loved ones watch as finally we cross the finish line and prepare for the next journey on the road of our next chapter of life. So whatever road you choose to take next, it is never too late to start building the path for your siblings or someone else's success. Become the person who has the answers to someone's questions. Be the person who leads as an example. Try to make someone else better than you are, and most importantly, become their guidepost. Thank you.
Well done, Sophia, Daniela, and Yadira. And now, Emily Carrillo, our senior class president, will deliver our farewell speech.
Buenas tardes y bienvenidos. Mi nombre es Emily Carrillo Valencia. Me gustaría comenzar a agradecer a la facultad, la junta directiva, los estudiantes actuales de Granite Hills High School, amigos, familiares y lo más importante, la clase 2022. Me siento increíblemente honor de hablar en el nombre de la clase sentada frente de mí. Decir que estoy orgullosa de cruzar el escenario con todos ustedes es quedarse corto. Seniors, si quisieran tomarse un momento conmigo y reflexionar sobre los últimos 4 años. El primer año estábamos en grupos incómodos. El segundo año se interrumpió. El tercer año fue en foro en Zoom y el último año se terminó antes que nos dimos cuenta. Fíjate, cuando nos preguntaron qué queríamos ser de mayores, la mayoría decimos cosas como astronauta, presidenta, o en mi caso, una princesa. Cuando teníamos 10 años, volvieron a preguntar y dijimos cosas como actor, médico y nombres de famosos. Pero ahora que hemos crecido, quieren una respuesta seria. ¿Qué tal esto? ¿Quién realmente sabe? Este es nuestro momento para cometer errores, tomar el camino equivocado y terminar en un lugar equivocado. Es nuestro momento de cometer errores para que en unos años, cuando vuelvan a preguntar, sepamos exactamente en quién queremos convertirnos. Hoy es el día que estamos esperando. Estamos oficialmente solos. Solos nosotros sabemos a dónde ir. Grizzlies, este capítulo está llegando a su fin. Las luces del viernes por la noche, los bailes escolares y simplemente los momentos de gloria compartidos entre sí. No más clases con tus compañeros. Espero que hayan disfrutado los últimos 4 años. Ahora es nuestro momento de terminar la historia, el día que estamos esperando. Felicitaciones a cada uno de ustedes. Lo logramos. Good afternoon and welcome. My name is Emily Carrillo Valencia. I would like to start by thanking the Board of Trustees, current students of Granite Hills High School, friends, family, and most importantly, the class of 2022. I am incredibly honored to speak on the behalf of the class sitting in front of me. To say that I am proud to walk across the stage with you all is an understatement. Seniors, it would take this moment with me and reflect upon the past 4 years. Freshman year, we stood in awkward clumps. Sophomore year was cut short. Junior year was a blur on Zoom. Senior year was over before we knew it. See, when asked us what we wanted to be when we grew up, most of us said things like astronaut, president, or in my case, a princess. When we were 10, they asked again, and we said actor, doctor, and even named off a few celebrities. But now that we have grown up, they want a serious answer. How about this? Who really knows? This is our moment to make mistakes, to take the wrong turn and end up somewhere completely unplanned. It is our time to make mistakes so that in a few years when they ask again, we know exactly who we want to become. Today is the day that we all have been waiting for.
We are officially on our own. Only we will decide where to go. Grizzlies, this chapter is coming to an end. The Friday night lights, the school dances, and the simply glory moments shared with one another. No more classes with your peers. I hope you enjoyed the past 4 years. It is now our time to finish this story. It is the day we all have been waiting for. Congratulations to each one of you. We did it.
Thank you, Emily. Now, our amazing Granite Hills High School band, led by Mr. Ormondi, will perform The World of Warcraft by Russell Brower and Jason Hayes. Thank you, Mr. Ormondi and the phenomenal Granite Hills High School band. Graduates, please stand. Board of Education, staff, and audience, the students before you have completed the requirements set forth by the Porterville Unified School District and the State of California for high school graduation. As principal of Granite Hills High School, and upon the recommendation of this faculty, I am pleased to present these graduates, the class of 2022. Graduates, please be seated. Audience, please refrain from coming onto the field after the ceremony. All graduates will exit east back to the parking lot during the recessional. After they have cleared the field, please exit the bleachers and meet the graduates in the parking lot. At this time, we are pleased to present the members of the Granite Hills High School class of 2022 their diplomas. Parents, family, and friends of these graduates, shout and scream when your student's name is called.
First row, please stand. Crystal Raquel Morphine Morales.
Jasmine Nava Apolonio.
Erisbeth Celeste Molina Ambris.
Jessica Perez.
Paula Jaquinde.
Alexandra Rodriguez Villicana.
Yashira Gonzalez Ledesma.
Jasmine Suarez Hernandez.
Arlene Gill.
Itzel Saraí Vargas.
Arlette Gill.
Daisy Vargas Rodriguez.
Andy Garcia.
Jennifer Vargas Torres.
Rain Arcady Houston.
Jacqueline Zamora.
Andrea Cortez.
Jocelyn Aldaco Mejia.
Kelly Ashley Ceballos Correa.
Germán Álvarez Guzmán.
Emily Carrillo Valencia.
Alondra América Arredondo.
Irene Carrillo.
Crystal Alene Campos Ramos.
Vincent De Calvillo.
Juliana Pimentel.
Ana Cristina Bedoya Gutierrez.
Matthew David Rutherford.
Daniela Ortiz Mendez.
Alejandra Tapia Medina.
Yadira Hernandez Ruiz. Sophia Grace Biagio.
Enrique Rubén Mario Cantú.
Levante Lakai Ball.
Esteban Campos Milan.
Michael Anthony Bailey.
Sergio Campos Isabel.
Rosendo Baca Ceballos.
Johnny Campos Bernal.
Alexander Avalos.
Sergio Gael Campos.
Charlene Atrisco Lopez.
Rocío Yareli Calvario Moreno.
Leonela Arambula Onate.
Adam Joel Bravo.
Eric Arciga Munoz.
Jacob Allen Bracamonte.
Raul Apolonio Bernal.
Joventino Bernal Damián.
Andres Andrade Aguilera.
Princesa Crystal Bermudez Vargas.
Christopher Teal Anderson.
Ethan Tyler Bennett.
Ariana Anaya Villaseñor.
Denica Beltran Hernandez.
Karime Ambris Bedoya.
Montserrat Beltrán Arroyo.
Maria de Jesus Camargo Arciga.
Alexis Bedoya Ceballos.
Cecilia Alfaro Mejia.
Jasmine Bautista.
Dario Alcantar.
Karina Bartolo Campos.
Yesenia Aguirre. Manny Aguilar. Fidel Ethan Corona.
Penelope Galilea Garcia.
Is Lady Cornejo.
Teresa Saí Galindo.
Levi Andrew Clark.
Stephanie Flores.
Juan Jr. Cisneros Ceballos.
Denise España Espino Garcia.
Catherine Chavez.
Reina Linnea Ennis.
Leonardo Daniel Cervantes Villegas.
Jennifer Emigdio.
Andrew Lopez Cervantes.
Ana Isabel Echevarría.
Alejandro Siga.
Marcelino Segura Dueñas.
Saraí Ceballos.
Ramiro Díaz Corrales.
Noemi Castro Garcia.
Esmeralda Díaz Cisneros.
Amari Castro Cantor.
Diego Alejandro de Loya.
Doris Almendra Castro Campos.
Benigno Jr. de la Trinidad.
Ariana Marie Castillo.
Rebeca Diane Marie de Jesús.
Saraí Montserrat Casimiro Milan.
Alejandro Cruz Esqueda.
Jose Acadanam Carrillo.
Oscar Angel Cruz.
Lisbeth Carrasco Astorga.
Johan Cortez.
Fabian Lino Carino Morales.
San Juana Corona.
Kay Hernandez.
Getsamani Martínez del Toro.
Casey Hernandez.
Emily Cristina Martinez.
Alejandra Guzman Pua.
Melissa Marquez Bolaños.
Rafael Antonio Gutierrez Sanchez.
José Antonio Marcelino Milán.
Helen Melanie Gutierrez Sanchez.
Daisy Lule.
Noelia Guadarrama Sanchez.
Jonathan López Tapia.
Jonathan Cruz Cugonio.
Jesús Alberto López.
Eduardo Gonzalez Torres.
Celestino León Luna.
Yoani Gonzalez Vaca.
Jaime Adán Juárez.
Ruben Gonzalez.
José Jiménez Ríos,
Edgar Manuel Gonzalez,
José Ángel Jiménez Guzmán,
Tara Star Gonzalez,
Gritzel Iniguez,
Alberto Nicolas Gomez,
Adrian Herta,
Brian Gata Garcia,
Jocelyn Hernandez Bravo,
Viviana Yvette Garcia Guerrero,
Roberto Hernández,
Camila Garcia Amador,
Oscar Jesús Hernández,
Valente Garcia Alvarez, Eric Munoz Andrade,
Celeste Calvillo Ramos,
Elvis Munoz,
Estrella Ramírez Rojas,
Diego Manuel Munoz,
Alejandro Ramírez Díaz,
Crystal Moreno Torres,
Crystal Andrea Ramírez Díaz,
Jasmine Moreno Morales,
Jessica Marie Ramirez,
Dulce Maria Moreno Limes,
Daniel Angel Pulido,
Abigail Moreno Hernandez,
Vanessa Elizabeth Prado,
Esteban Jesus Morales,
Angie Jasmine Perez Oliveros,
Diego Zavala Morales,
Braulio Ayala Perez,
Michael Holvan Minor,
Ismael Jr. Paramos Cisneros,
Blanca Flor Mendoza Andrade,
Bryce Arula Taylor Painter,
Daniel Jesus Medrano,
Celeste Pacheco,
Karen Yaneth Medina Sarabia,
Yahaira Juanita Ortiz,
Juan David Mata,
Roberto Antonio Ortiz. Carolina Osco. Evelyn Lolani Ordóñez. Anthony Ramirez Naranjo.
Elias Jesus Sanchez.
Lupe Trejo Arredondo.
Juan Carlos Samano Jr.
Brandon Torres Pantoja.
Michelle Salvador.
Idali Arlet Torres Graciano.
Brianna Isabel Saldana Corona.
Davian Torres.
Ricardo Saavedra Abivalano.
Johnny Lee Irving Tillery.
Marisol Saavedra.
Faith Maria Tenorio.
Jose Yair Romero Morales.
Jennifer Tena.
Anthony Rojas Romero.
Natani Priscilla Stein.
Giselle Rodriguez Navarro.
Gage Snyder.
Crystal Rivas Rodriguez.
Samantha Smith.
Pedro and Andres Robles Gomez.
Herman Ilan Cifuentes.
Araya Renee Roberts.
Romario Jesús Sepúlveda Rodríguez.
Marisela Rivera Gomez.
Luz Areli Santos Atrizo.
Giovanni Rios.
Adam Joshua Sandoval.
Yasmin Reyes Galindo. Alan Ramos Maciel.
Jesus Sanchez Rios.
Ivan Ramos.
José Enrique Sánchez. José Ariam Sánchez.
Natalie Emily Sanchez.
Lázaro Joshua Zúñiga.
Orlando Cepeda Ayon.
George Luis Fala.
Alyssa Starr Wilson.
Carla Jasmine Villeda Ramos.
Flas Verde.
Fernando Cruz Velarde.
Armando Vargas Arciga. Jaime Vargas.
Daniel Vargas. Celeste Valadez.
Francisco Valentin Andrade.
Daniel Tripp.
Graduates, class of 2022, please stand. I am honored to lead the class of 2022 in this long-standing rite of passage from high school students to high school graduates. Graduates, at my signal, you will move your tassels from the right to the left. Turn those tassels. Congratulations. This concludes our commencement ceremony. Thank you for your attendance this evening and congratulations of the class of 2022.